Hey, what's up you guys? This is another video. I'm trying to be consistent and put out videos at least once a week, once every 2 weeks. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to be a better YouTuber. As you can tell, I'm in a different background. I'm actually in a car. One of these days I will find the perfect place to record and stick to that place and stick with that angle, and I will find it. I think I found it, but I was just so inspired that I have to do it while I was in the car. So this week's video is going to be about confidence, how we lose it during chemo, cancer, how we regain it, and how we keep it, because I struggled with this a lot, and publicly it didn't look like I struggled that much, but I did. Secretly. This is why I'm making these videos, so it's all public and we're all comfortable with expressing ourselves. So when I think of confidence, I think of self-love, a little bit of cockiness because everyone needs it, and being secure with who you are and what you believe in. So cancer kind of messes with that. What I mean is, before cancer, before chemo and everything, you can be like, you can have the lowest confidence, or you can have like a certain level of confidence. And for me, I was the most confident person in the world. I was comfortable in my body. I didn't care what anyone think. I didn't care what anyone thought about me. I walked around like I knew myself. I know what I want. I know what I need, and I totally understanding myself and who I am and what I want to be. So when chemo came and the whole cancer bomb dropped, I wasn't that person anymore, and it was really weird for me because I believe in like the whole like sign thing, like if you're a Leo, you're this, and like so I'm a Leo, and if you read like just like a basic description on Leos, it's just like, they're confident and they always look at themselves or whatever. And I mean, I didn't look at myself like that, but when I did look at myself, I was like, dang, you look good. So I was always a confident person. There was times like growing up where I wasn't that confident, and like I would question things and like stuff like that. But where I was before cancer, I was like most confident I could ever be. So when cancer came along, I was just like, okay, I can keep this confidence, I can keep this positivity, like I can keep this whole outlook on life. But as I soon found out, I was wrong. I was completely wrong, and everything that I was so secure with, I wasn't secure. So when I started chemo, I realized really fast that I'm gonna have to depend on people for rides to the doctor, to like help me when I'm sick, and like just basically all these different things that I just didn't want anyone's help with. I thought I can do this on myself. I've done this. I can do this. I know how to be like independent and not depend too much on people. And like, it killed me. It killed me when I had to depend on people. It killed me that I had to have my mom go with me to doctor's appointments. Like, till this day, like, it sucks. Like, it makes me feel like crap because like I need someone there, or I need someone to help me with this. And especially when I got out of transplant, when I couldn't freaking walk to the restroom, or especially in the hospital when I couldn't go to the restroom or take a shower, like I hated it. I wanted to be self-efficient, and that is kind of taken away from you, depending on like if you're just doing chemo, or like if you do go through with like a transplant or other things like that. Your self-dependency increases so much. Like, you're gonna feel like what am I doing? Like, I'm just like a piece of me in this world, and like they're having to care for me, and you're gonna feel like hopeless and helpless and like not know what to do with yourself. And when I say this, like, trust is just temporary. 9 months out and I am pretty much self-efficient, I guess you can call me. I don't know. I'm back to driving. I'm back to like being able to be by myself. I wasn't able to be by myself after transplant for a while. Like, I'm able to do things that like you would never in your life guess to think like you couldn't do. And it really like stabs at your confidence in the person that you are, because you're just like so confused on why you're not the person you used to be, because you need help, you know, like an answer. That everyone basically knows about is your physical looks. You never really notice how much your hair means to you. You never notice how much being at a certain weight means to you. You don't know, like, being like a certain color means to you, if that makes sense. That just sounds so weird. But yeah, when you lose your hair or you shave your head off, it's like you're taking a part of you. Like, you've known this for so long, and especially if you're a girl and you have longer hair, like, you've had that hair for how long? Like, for me, it was like 20 years, 19 years. So it was really hard for me just to, like, you know, have someone shave it off for me and then look in the mirror. I couldn't look in the mirror for the longest time, and like, even kind of to this day, like, I know I'm growing my hair back and I have like a full head of hair now, but I'm not confident enough to walk outside. Like, like, I'm not confident enough to go in public with like out my wigs yet. So it's still like, it'll still linger with your life like for a while. Like, just because chemo's over and just because transplant is over and like just because you're on a mission, it doesn't mean that cancer is gone from your life. It will probably always be in your life. As little as like going to do checkups. Another thing, during chemo, I had to take steroids and I had like all these fluids in me, so I would puff up so bad. My face would get so swollen, like bigger than it is now. And my body was just like, it was just like bloated, and I didn't know what to do. And I didn't realize how much I like loved the body I had. Like, I was never small. I never claimed to be small or anything like that. But I was confident in my size, and I was confident in how I carried myself. And once when I was like became like puffy, like right after chemo and stuff, I would always try to wear baggy clothes. I started to wear baggy clothes, like sweats and stuff like that. And I was never that type of person to just like wear sweats or anything like on a daily basis, like maybe in the winter or something. But I used to wear bigger clothing. Like, I was just so insecure about all this weight I gained. And to this day, like, I notice myself wearing like oversized shirts, and sometimes like, yeah, I mean to be like cute and like the style and whatever, but I notice that I wear the same shirt a lot, same oversized shirt a lot, because I'm just realizing this now. I wear the same I wear the same oversized shirt all the time because I know it covers. I know like how it fits and stuff, and like, you know, it's kind of weird just to think that like it's still affecting me. I mean, I'm more confident in myself now, and I'm more confident in like my body now, but still, like, I never noticed that until now. So that's really weird. See, cancer doesn't leave when it leaves your body. It just sticks with you probably forever. I don't know. Also, another one I talked about was your color. And I know that sounds so weird and like maybe racist, not racist, I don't know. It just sounds weird, right? But when I went through my transplant, I got, I want to say it was I think it was chemo burns. I don't know. Chemical burns. Chemo burns. I want to say chemical burns. But basically, like, my whole body, from my head to my feet, I was different colors. Like, different colors everywhere. Like, my face was maybe like 4 shades darker than it is now. My chest had like patches, like I was dark in certain places. My underarms were like, and I was peeling. Oh my god. I can't believe I lived through that. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, my whole body peeled like a snake. Like, I have a new layer of skin all over. I don't know, like, I wasn't like sad that it was darker. I was just sad that it was darker in some places and not the other. Like, I was sad it was like not fully covered in one color, you know? Does that make sense? So weird? I don't know. If you look back at my I had a transplant already or something like that. I will have it in the link below, but if you watch that video, it's me, like, basically, I want to say it's the day I got home from transplant, and you can see, like, I am different colors. My mouth was like darker, and I don't know if it's just me. Sorry. I don't know if it's just me, but I can totally tell, like, I was different colors. Like, you can see, like, the darkness. And trust me, it's not a mustache, because I know I keep up with that. But yeah, if you look at that video, you can totally see that I'm different colors. I don't even believe I took any pictures around that time or anything like that, because I was just, that was my lowest point in my life. Like, that was the lowest point. I remember, like, my best friends visiting and Christian looking at me, and I'm like, I know I felt horrible. I know I looked horrible. Like, I was in the hospital for how long? I don't even know how long when they came and visited. But I know I looked horrible. But when I seen his face when he looked at me, I was like, wow, I'm not who I was. Like, I'm not myself. Like, I don't know who this person is. And, like, to this day, I can still remember his face, and, like, me realizing, like, I don't know who this is either. Like, what is happening? But hi, Christian, if you're watching this. So yeah, like, it's still stuck in my brain of the way he looked at me. Like, he didn't know who I was, or, like, I looked really scary, and I know he didn't mean it to be, like, mean or anything, but that look justified, like, what I felt like. So that's that. So when I say I felt weird being a different color, I don't mean it to be like, you know, I don't want to be darker or, like, different colors. I just mean, like, I wish I was just one color everywhere and not, like, patches. Why out there? The chemical burns or the chemo burns, I believe they're called chemical burns. I'm not too sure, but I will look it up before. Those don't happen to everyone, I guess. So I just had bad luck. They said not everyone gets them, and mine was kind of severe compared to other people's. So I mean, you kind of deal with it, you might not. Maybe I'll do a video on that and how I came into this new skin. Okay, so if you have followed my page, or you just found my page, or anything like that, or if you know me personally, then you know I started using hashtag Still Beyonce around the time I started chemo and all of that stuff. Not many people know about like the backstory on it or why I started it, and I guess I'm gonna kind of explain to you why, because it goes along with this video. Okay, so I came across, or I've always seen, like, you know, those little, like, not the memes, but like the little quote things where it's like, you know, you have the same amount as hours in the day as Beyonce does, like, it's like, what would Beyonce do, and like, you know, stuff like that. Well, beforehand, obviously, I was obsessed with Beyonce, and I went to her On the Run tour maybe like a year before I was diagnosed. I'm not too sure. But so I was really obsessed with her since I was growing up, like Destiny's Child's days, Say My Name, like, still, I barely found out what that song meant like a couple of years ago, so I was obsessed with her already. And then I came across those, and like, you know, it was funny, haha, like, whatever, Beyonce, I can do what Beyonce does, you know. So she was pretty up there. She's like right here, like, I love her. She's got solid. But once I started chemo, I was like, dude, like, if Beyonce was in my shoes right now, she would kick cancer's ass and like be so bad at it and like kill it and be like, slayed you, like, you know what I mean? So that was my whole like motive, and that was my whole like way of getting through chemo. Like, no matter what chemo did to me, no matter like what is taken away from me, no matter what cancer done to my life, I'm still gonna be Beyonce. I'm still gonna go through this, and I'm still gonna slay it. Like, I'm gonna kill it, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be Beyonce at the end, you know what I mean? So that is why I started Still Beyonce, and that is what kept me going through chemo. That's what kept me motivated. That's what kept me inspired to do life and be able to like say I lived through this. And because, you know, like, I was so motivated, I was so like, you know what I mean? So that is why I'm totally obsessed. She is my like if I hear Beyonce, I used to always listen to Beyonce beforehand, like any chemo and stuff. If it came on the radio like automatically without me trying, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. And even through like my bone marrow biopsies, I had headphones and was blasting playlists of hers, not hearing the drill, nothing. So yeah, that is why, and that is how I got through Still Beyonce. So I'm not saying to go out and be like, oh, Still Beyonce, or like still grandma or something, you know what I mean? Like, if your grandma inspires you and you think of her as highly and as motivational as that, like, still grandma, or like, you know what I mean? Like, it can be anything and anyone, but it's just like a motivational thing for me, like a visual for me. And by the gods, I went to her concert. What was it? The Lemonade tour, the last one she just like did, whatever. I went and I barely made it because I had to do my transplant and stuff like around the same time. I want to say it was like a week, maybe a week. before I started like the whole process and stuff. So I was pretty like, I wasn't sick, but I was like, I shouldn't have been at a concert. But by God, I don't know, by an upper power, made me, like, let me go to a concert, let me survive. And I cried the whole concert. I cried during Survivor, and I cried about like 3 or 4 times. So my tip is, find something that inspires you and go towards it. Even if it's like, I don't know, a vacation or like graduating school. Like, if you can do this, you can do this, you know what I mean? Like, even to this day, like, if I work out or something, or like, I don't know, like if I do certain stuff like where I'm just like questioning my like motives and like what, like I'm gonna give up, I'm like, Johnny, you beat cancer, you can do this. You beat cancer, you can do this. Still Beyonce, like Beyonce would kill this, you kill it. Like, so that is how Still Beyonce came about. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope this video inspired you to be motivated, to motivate you through cancer, and motivate you through anything actually, because Still Beyonce like would work with anything. And if you guys do use the Still Beyonce thing, make sure to tag me in it, or you know, just put hashtag Still Beyonce, one word, and I'll see it. I want it to be more than cancer. I want it to be a lifestyle. And just remember, everything that you're going through is temporary, and it'll all be a memory, and you won't believe what you've been through. Just like how I am. I can't believe my whole body peeled. Remember, you can do it. I did it. I'm a weak link. And to always be Beyonce. Still Beyonce. Ooh, that's my new sign up. Okay, new sign up, ready? Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for listening to me talk to myself. I hope to make more videos and inspire more of you to get through cancer and life, because I'm trying to. You know what I mean? So that's it for the day. For the week. This is it for the video. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.